So many incredible stories of human strength and community spirit coming out of this disaster, but also for some growing frustration with what they see as a slow response from the government. FEMA spokesman John Mills joins us now. John, thanks so much for joining us. Yesterday, I talked with Pentagon Deputy Spokesperson Sabrina Singh about some of the frustrations that we've been hearing out in the field. Here's some of what she had to say. Hawaii is home to some 40,000 active duty troops. Is it true that none of them have been sent to the disaster?
Well, I will say, again, this is being coordinated directly by FEMA.
What about evacuations? That's been left to the commercial airlines so far. Why isn't the military helping out there?
Well, of course, we would be happy to help out. But again, these are requests and everything is being sort of routed through FEMA. If we are asked by FEMA to commit more resources, more people, more personnel, that is something that the Secretary is committed to doing and that this administration is committed to doing.
So as you see there, pretty much every answer was, well, this has to do with FEMA. You have to ask FEMA. You have to ask FEMA. So just today, we do know that FEMA did approve some of these missions for active duty military, but many are asking, why did it take so long?
Well, good afternoon, Lindsay, and thanks for having me. The entire federal government is involved in the response here in Maui. FEMA is here in a support role as the lead federal coordinating agency. The state is in charge, and Maui County plays an outsized role in requests. Maui County may make requests to the state, and FEMA stands ready to support those requests that go to the state.
You know, I guess I'll fold a bunch of questions all into one. We're hearing a number of complaints from people, starting with saying the search and rescue efforts are taking too long. Want to kind of get a sense of who's responsible for that. How can that process be done more quickly? We're hearing that a lot of people, as far as the housing that you were talking about, people are saying they can't get online because the power and internet is still down in much of West Maui, and so they're having a problem with that. And so who does the buck stop with? Who ultimately is responsible? Because, again, when we were talking to the Pentagon, they were saying, well, it's FEMA, and talking to you, it sounds like you're saying, well, it's Maui County.
So FEMA urban search and rescue teams are working in support of the local fire department. So if the fire department, for example, does not have enough search dogs, the request goes out, and we've brought in these urban search and rescue teams, including from Washington State and Los Angeles, to take part in those search and rescue and mostly, unfortunately, recovery efforts going on. So on your next part of your question, FEMA is already in direct communication with thousands of survivors who have contacted us by phone and online. That includes on mobile devices and the web. And we have already approved hundreds of households for federal disaster assistance, and that money is going to be direct deposited into people's bank accounts, mostly at this time for critical needs, to help them begin their recovery, people who have an immediate critical need directly related to the fires. And that's also going to help them start the process for recovery. And then the other thing we're doing is in coming days, we're going to open a disaster recovery center in partnership with the state and Maui County. And that's going to be a location where survivors can go and sit down and talk one-on-one with FEMA, the Small Business Administration, and other organizations that may be there about various types of disaster assistance to get their questions answered one-on-one. We're listening to local officials about where our staff can deliver the most good. And so that's why we work closely with the county to decide where our teams can be most effective in coming days.
Understood. FEMA spokesperson John Mills, we thank you so much for your time.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.